where there's no toe drags, no heel drags, no tic tacs. Perfect pop out on the heel flip switch crook. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Ninja Review. Today we are reviewing Wade DesArmo. We have reviewed him twice in the past. I'm often asked, who's your favorite skater? And my go-to answer is my friends. My friends are my favorite because I know who they are, I know what type of people they are, and for me, that's what you need to know for someone to be your favorite. Is Wade a cool guy? Maybe. Probably. He seems like it, but I don't know. One thing I will tell you though is every time I see a Wade part drops, I stop everything I'm doing and I go watch it. I've already seen this video because it came out 2 months ago, and you can see that I commented on it 2 months ago, and I just realized he commented back, oh, you know what? He's my favorite now. Rewind, play. Thunder Trucks. This guy lands his tricks with authority. He lands the tricks. He makes them look like he meant to land them. There's so many people out here that they want character in all of their tricks rather than perfection. People think that if they drag their hands on the ground, it somehow makes them seem more human, which is more cool. No, I like skateboarding that seems unhuman, that seems impossible, that makes you go, how did a person do that? And Wade is the definition of that. I spent a lot of my skateboarding, internet career redoing tricks, trying to land them clean, and watching his rough cuts, in my opinion, is really inspiring because you can see he doesn't land every trick first try perfect, right? He redoes them sometimes 3, 4, 5, 10 times until he lands one on bolts where there's no toe drags, no heel drags, no tic tacs. Perfect pop out on the heel flip switch crook. Right here, heel flip out of the switch nose grind. Everything is landed in it almost looks like a video game landing, right? Tony Hawk Pro Skater, there's no real way to land sloppy. This guy, I don't know how else to put it into words because we have so many skaters these days, especially younger skaters, where if they just barely land a trick and get away with it, it's good. Where this guy's even controlling his manual to the point where if the manual wiggles too much or if his arms wiggle too much, it almost doesn't count. And I also really appreciate Andrew Reynolds for doing that on a much larger scale as far as giant varial heel flips and giant frontside flips. That's what Wade does on these ledges, but I think it's even more impressive on the ledges because these tricks are a lot more volatile. They need to be perfect, and they need to be perfect from the beginning, the middle, and the end. And although this was a short part, come on now, can I also acknowledge how good the filming was, how good the editing was, every angle that they filmed from, every time they decided to use a fisheye and not a fisheye, every time they needed this lighting or this background, they did it. So whoever's in charge of that for this video, again, as I said 2 months ago, 10 out of 10. And if you guys are not familiar with Wade DesArmo, every single part he's ever put out is equally as good as this. And I imagine if we asked him that, he'd say, no, he'd probably find something wrong with every video part he's ever done. And I think being self-critical, in my opinion, is one of the greatest traits to have in skateboarding because it always keeps you pushing forward. I think that's what holds the entire sport back. For example, let's talk the 900. One person finally does the 900 after 10 years of mainstream skateboarding, and then within 5 years, everyone's doing it. I think if we pushed people to just keep getting better, keep trying to be more critical, keep going bigger, try to land it cleaner, try to move your arms less, and I guess that is kind of the definition of fake steez, but I feel like when you look at the skateboarders that are really pushing the envelope, especially the mainstream street league guys, they're not only just landing hard tricks, they're doing them consistently every try. So that's something impressive, and I think that's something Wade DesArmo has pushed to do for his entire career. And even though no tricks in this video were mind-meltingly, insanely good, it also goes to show that style, and again, wanting your trick to look a certain way and then achieving that, I think that's a lot more impressive than a skater that bombs a hill and goes fast and dresses weird. But you know what? That's my opinion. I'm curious about your opinion. Is there anything I said here today that you absolutely disagree with? Or for the most part, Are we on the same page? I know Wade DesArmo is not everyone's cup of tea. A lot of people want a little bit of chaos in the skateboarding that they watch because that hypes them up, but I would hope that I have at least argued my point appropriately. Anyways, we are uploading a ton of videos this week. This is my third Ninja review I'm filming today, so that means 3 coming out this week, plus the podcast, plus I'm filming more tomorrow. So if you're not subscribed, you're missing out on a lot of me yelling about skateboarding, which, you know what? These videos are actually completely pointless, but I hope I can continue entertaining you guys. I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Kuna Matata, bitches.
In the arms